Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Right, so maybe it's time we go and talk with Mother Pearl. Hello. Put on the light.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Hmm. Well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Right. Well, gee, I wonder what that could be. What could that secret dream be? The one that they definitely haven't been talking about all the time, and like with that story of their people and with the museum and all that. Right, there you are.
Earl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
The lady in the water? What's that? Surely it can't be, a sunken airplane.
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
Where's the bomber located?
It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map.
Well, how do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of a lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Well, if it's so simple, why haven't you done it?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
So in other words, you're cowards because you haven't had the courage to step outside from your own, area. All right, I'll do it.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any ideas how to get to the bottom of Lake Mead without, you know, drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Is that Jack? Yeah.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
So what do you do here?
Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right?
What can you tell me about Loyal?
Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's got to learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him.
Well, He said you can help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Well, you know, corn silk, rubber hose, and removable adhesive would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here
You
you
do
go.
that.
A new rebreather.
Thanks.
Don't get blown up.
Yeah, I'll try. Well, we'll just test this. Fast travel to Bitter Springs recreational area. You need to go there. I have these, which is good. Always a detonator. Oh, right, but you know what? At least time to start using Thump Thump, the unique variant of the grenade rifle. It probably, well, it's at least a little bit lighter in weight. Yeah, couple of grenades. That's a short work of Cazadors. Caldwell Bay. Oh, yeah, they're probably. Hmm. Oh, right, well. Captain Dean boat rentals. Yep, they can wait here.
Okay.
EDE can wait here. And we have a rebreather. Yeah, there's the plane. The B-29 flying contraption. Yeah, with the rebreather, you can pretty much stay underwater indefinitely now. So. Well, take the loyalist detonator, right? Yeah.
Lead the way.
Yep. So save the game. Why not? And hmm.
Looks like break time's over.
Yeah, they were a little too close for grenades, so that's why I hesitated to fire them. Hmm. Yeah, a little too close now. Wind away. This potentially stupid. Well, guess we're getting a little hungry here. Huh? No lake lurk meat. Unfortunately. Well, I think I might have another squirrel stew here. Also noodles, so. Yeah, some stew and noodles. Well, just exploring the coast here, actually. Oh, we're back in here, yeah. Yeah. Those are probably just coyotes. Hmm. There might also be scorpions in here, like last time. Hmm. Obviously, we don't need to be killing creatures now for grinding because we are already max level. So we have reached maximum level, the level cap, and so we only really need to kill enemies that are, getting our way, or if we want to collect something from them. If we need maybe meat or hides or like poison glands, eggs, anything like that. Alright, well, I guess we could go to here.
I'm glad that's
Empty bottles, huh? Magazine, hammers, turpentine, glue, bobby pins, regular knives, yeah, cameras. I mean, I guess you can hot plate. All right. Yeah, you can take these. Yeah, just that alone helps a lot. Okay, good.
What a shame.
Hmm. Empty, empty, empty. Yeah. No lake lurk meat. Empty. Wait. No, I don't know where. Oh boy. So difficult to get lake lurk meat because so few lake lurks actually have it. Which is a shame. Fisherman's Bride Shack. Let's see what's here. A BB gun? BBs? Wrench. Stuff in there. Empty soda bottle. Pugilism Illustrated, yeah. The skill. Well, actually, yeah. Well, okay. Well, it's a skill book. Yeah, we can use that. Caps. Oh, scrolls too. Okay. Right. Well, we did get a skill book. Let's go tell the good news to Loyal. This is the hangar, yes. Oh,
I can take care of that robot problem for you.
oh, wait, where's Loyal? Oh,
Just saying.
he's in his office, okay.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Well, I'm actually kind of surprised, but your plan worked. Plane floated up. Seemed to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
Okay, well,
Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
right, so I think now we need to talk to Pearl. We still need to talk to Mother Pearl to let her know the good news. Right,
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
well, I've spoken to Loyal. B-29 is on its way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
Well, there may be a battle in near future at the Hoover Dam. Can you offer any assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Great.
Bye.
Right. And of course, the important thing to note that is that she has pledged, support to us personally, you know, not to whoever you may claim to represent, but just to us. So in terms of the main quest, you can still report this mission back to, you know, anyone anyone you want, either Kaisar or the NCR guys or Yes Man or House, and it shouldn't still anger anyone. Right. Let's see what else. Well, let's go to Vault 34. Sure. Well, let's say Aerotech, yeah. It's a more peaceful location. Oh yeah, we've got a skill book, we might as well. Pugilism Illustrated, we might as well read that. Get a little bit more, unarmed skills. Now we travel to the hills over here. Why? Well, because of a location we haven't visited yet. Cannibal Johnson's Cave.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up? You can see it for miles.
Cannibal Johnson, I presume.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you? Oh,
You were expecting someone else?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Really? Well, you sound like you're eager to die.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
Who's Sergeant Dornan?
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
So I take it you served in the military.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Well, judging by your name, are you an actual cannibal?
Huh. I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
Well, it sounds like there's an interesting story behind it.
The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
So, you live out here all by yourself?
Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl, really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now.
Well, I don't have any more questions. Let's talk about something else.
Well, ain't like I've got places to be.
Well, Arcade here has asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
Well, he thinks your experience and technology will help resolve the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
Sure is.
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Well, I'm sure your father would be proud of you.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Oh yeah, I can make some bitter drinks now. Why not? Put some of those Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles to good use. Oh, I'll pick up some wine so I can make some grill some mantis legs. Let's see. Huh, turbo. Okay, so Brock flour, cassadrop poison, jet, and turpentine. Sweet, I can make turbo. Although, now granted that because I have oh yeah, lethal. This one. I never really use poisons, do I? Well, anyway, yeah. Yeah, make the Fury purgative. I thought I really needed. Coca-Cola. Might as well make some jet. Turbo. Turbo is useful, but Wasteland Tequila. Well, maybe I'm not gonna make those. Slasher? I'll make like 4. Sure. Wait, it takes 2 of these. Let's see. 2. Takes 2 steam packs. I'll make 2. Okay. Party time mentats, huh? Sure, I'll turn that into a party time mentat. Make coffee. Sure, make some coffee. I'll only make 1. Sure. Rushing water, yeah. Attack speed, huh? I'll make 1. Okay. I don't want to waste all my purified water for, you know. Checking out the time here because I do have places to be. I still have places to be, so. But yeah, I have roughly, well, might as well come to Novak because, well, to sort the inventory and then there's one more person to meet here. I'm thirsty, but we can have a drink at my own apartment, so. Daisy Whitman.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
You were a pilot?
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost 1 chopper.
Oh.
Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away.
Well, I suppose any landing where you walk away, any landing that you survive is a good landing. So, what did you know that? So, did you fly for the NCR?
Or? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
Oh, as I understand, because she mentioned like a crashed vertebrate in Glamour. I think that's also a direct reference to, I believe, Fallout 2. Because I think in that game you can visit Glamour and you can visit that place, and I think you can even see the crashed vertebrate. So this this kind of like gives a little context, sort of a little context what happened in there. So it was actually like she who was flying that vertebrate there. But I never played those first Fallout games, 1 and 2, so anyway. What did you know, Novak?
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Really? Well, Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants, and I'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he?
Yep.
Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
Yes, you are. By the way, how did you like flying vertebrates for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
Maybe.
Watch your six out there.
But it's not for me to obviously say.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
Arcade Ken seems to have very like slanted eyes, so just kind of makes me wonder what kind of plants has he been smoking? Mm, well, it was important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Right. Well, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, but Edie can carry like some of these grenades. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Well, first of all, excess ammo. And the missiles too. Then we have some weapons I can toss here. Assault carbine, frag, grenade launchers, knives, marksman carbine. Oh, yeah, and crafting materials. Cazador things, clipboards, coffee mugs. I'll put like 8, keeping 1 just in case. Coca-Cola, soda. Oh wait, no. Those empty bottles. I have a place for these, so. Medical clipboards. Pencil. Oh yeah, I have a place for tin cans, toaster, wrenches, yeah. And now that I have the unique variant of the grenade rifle, I can retire the modded one. Right. Let's see, did I have a grenade machine gun here? Yep, I do. First of all, should have some weapon repair kits. I do. Yeah. High speed kit, yeah. So increases the rate of fire. So I can put that, because it's now modified, I'm stashing it to my safe here. The armor I want to put there. Maybe I should just put the helmet if I'm not gonna fix it. Yeah, it's heavy. I guess this is technically armor, so, and the helmet. Sure. Those go to there. Food items. Something I want to put there. I'll put like 5 of these away. Although, it does occur to me, that we could make some, whatchamacallit, food in here. That the feed stew. Let's see, I think you need jalapenos, potatoes, Brahmin meat. Oh sure, I'll take. Is it Brahmin meat or Brahmin steak? It might be Brahmin meat, raw meat, yeah. Put 2 of those. I should have plenty of, what do you call that? Jalapenos. But yeah, I mean potatoes. I'll probably have potatoes. Oh, fresh potatoes, I think it's F. Yep. Although, do I need more than? Is it just one of each that you need for the stew, or let's see, do I have like cook's bean stew? No. Wasteland omelette and vending machine code. Oh, but okay, so I actually have to access like a fireplace to even check out the recipe. Now, fine. Oh, fine. Just have to. Oh, I just need to go those. Empty, empty, empty. Hot plate. Probably should have. Oh, yeah, probably should put hot plates too. Put the hot plates here. Each hot plate, yeah. Oh, have a drink here. Ah, maybe if I just fast travel to a location that I know has like a place where I can cook. Does the encampment have here? Is there a fireplace? Don't know. Legion raid cap. Does the Legion raid cap have? Oh, there should be in. Oh, well, there is. I just came here to use your campfire. Oh, you need two bottles for one. You need one jalapeno, one potato, one piece of meat, but two beer. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll make one. It's 7 points for 1 minute, so. Yeah. Okay, well, just find more beer, and then we can make more. Then we can make more omelettes. Well, I think gain access to the remnant bunker. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the time. I have at most half an hour here. Let's show the Red Rock Canyon. Oh, it's evening time. Gonna need to maybe wait until tomorrow. Can I sleep here? It's a good thing I cancel like 11 hours. Regis.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans?
Who are you?
Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Tell me about Papa Khan.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind.
What did you mean about Papa's hatred poisoning his mind?
Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider. Bitter Springs.
Tell me about Bitter Springs.
I really don't like to talk about it. Let's just say it was a tragedy, and the NCR is to blame. And we'll leave it at that.
What's your opinion of the NCR?
That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar.
So if you were in charge of the tribe, you'd fight with the NCR against Caesar if asked.
I suppose if asked, I would. But that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere. Until next time.
Well, yeah. Guess we're gonna have to wait. Thirsty here.
You should have been with us in our glory days. You'd have loved it.
Share a whiskey with me sometime? So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
Who are you?
You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the Great Khans, the Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Can you tell me about your people?
You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Well, how about you give me the short version?
In a hurry, are you?
Yes.
Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
So, how did the three families defeat you?
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, cats. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
What happened at Bitter Springs?
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
That doesn't sound like something the NCR would order.
Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here.
Let's talk about something else.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
Well, I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves.
Ah, the great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. Farewell.
Share a whiskey with me sometime? You honor the great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you?
Be full-scale war soon.
Well, I guess I have to leave.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion.
I did.
I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, what is it that you had in mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right?
Yes.
Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it.
I gather.
He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
Stupid. So, what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Well, aren't you already convinced if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
What would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those 2 have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
How would I do that?
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
Carl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
Carl's journal, huh? Yeah, it's only Carl's. I'll take his water too. I'm thirsty. Let's drink Carl's water. Purified water. Where is it?
It's starting to feel like tensions are coming to a boil.
Well, let's go to their lab first.
Hey, seems like you've been making a lot of friends around here.
Yeah. So, about the alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Anders got back a little while before you did. He told me what happened. If that's how the Legion treats my people, I don't want any part of them.
Good.
Bye.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's enough about her. Then, well, I changed to all my papa so these markers don't confuse me. Then, we have visited this place already. We did a favor to Melissa.
How's it going?
Richie says I should talk to you about speaking against the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl's told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory.
Did he also tell you women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion?
What? No, he... What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
Well, the Great Khans joined the Legion. You'll be sold as a slave, an officer's wife if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
Good.
Bye.
And back to the longhouse again.
You're becoming quite the political agitator. I can't say I'm displeased.
Well, I'd like to talk more about Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
What do you want to know?
Well, aren't you? Let's see. Don't tell me I don't have it.
All right. What is it you wanted?
Ah, oh, oh, for Christ's sakes. Do I actually have to travel to... Oh, no. Don't tell me I forgot to. There's a journal in Caesar's camp that I obviously forgot to take, so...
By order of... I'll wait.
Ah, we have been here at least I think a couple of times, but did I actually forget to take? There's like a little journal in here or like a ledger in Caesar's tent. Did I actually forget to take that? Because usually when I visit this place, already like the first time I go and I snatch that, so did I honestly forget to take it? Well, it's a good thing they're not completely enemies with us just yet, so that I am gonna need to tell the companions to stay here. Wait. My mouse is now lagging.
Okay.
Tell them to stay put so I don't have to talk to that guard. Well, son of a... Now you follow me. Arcade.
Lead the way.
Follow me. Save the game. Travel back to, which is that, Red Rock Canyon. Wasting time, and might be that they're already gone back to bed. Yeah, they might not be. Well,
Something else you wanted?
have a look at this book. It will show you what happens to tribes that ally with Caesar's legion.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
Yeah. They might not even be in the longhouse anymore, so we're just gonna go and... Oh, this is probably Regis' tilt, by the way. Sleep like 12 hours. Gonna have to wait until next day. I'm hungry and thirsty. Okay, at least they're all here. Okay, those have been convinced. Carl.
Greetings in the name of Kaiser.
Who are you?
My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the great Khans as a token of our alliance.
What alliance?
In exchange for great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes.
What's your role in Caesar's legion?
I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans.
What does the legion want with the Great Khans?
Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle. Speak then.
I've been wondering why you don't petition the Khans for membership as a show of allegiance.
Join?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That is, I'm not worthy of such an honor.
Oh, really? But surely a warrior in service of a glorious Caesar is equal to any of the tribe's finest.
Of course I am. That is to say, Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans.
Because you know they'd come up lacking.
Enough! How dare you compare Caesar's finest to this tribe of savages? The mightiest great Khan is scarcely a match for a Legion recruit. The burned man would leave their mightiest shitting themselves in terror. I would. That is...
Interesting opinion, Carl. I wonder what Papa Khan will say about this.
You motherless bastard. You'll pay for this. Great Khan.
Okay, it's a... Oh yeah, he might actually... Oh, where will he run? Okay.
That takes care of that.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah?
Hey there, Papa.
All four of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance.
Yep.
Maybe I should hear you out after all.
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's legion.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans. It makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
You don't need to look outward, mighty Khan. Your tribe is proud and strong. Claim your own glory.
Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
That sounds wise. I wish you the best. Hey, as long as you aren't fighting for Caesar, I don't care what you do.
Whatever your motivation was, I think we owe you a debt.
Right. Right. So let us. There's some gecko kebabs, so I'll have one. I'll have a gecko kebab. Yes. And a bottle of purified water. Sure. Drink some of Carl's water. Right. Right. So I think this is enough for now.